KTA Tigers. Happy Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. This is the KTA News. Hello, Dr. Lesher.
Hello, Miss Esther. Hello, Tigers. I love that intro. What a great intro that was. Thanks, JC, for that. That was really nice.
JC Jirok has made a few things for our announcement videos. And actually, that's a perfect reminder that if you are creating things specifically in web design or multimedia, if you're creating things for announcements, I would love to have them. You are all way more creative than I am. So please send them to me and we could have openings, we could have closing segments, anything really.
So we are going to be starting off today looking at some of our PBIS lessons and videos. We know that we have our 4 B's: be respectful, be responsible, be safe, and be kind. And we also have some videos just as reminders for each of these sub areas in different places around campus that have different kinds of rules and different expectations because they're different. Like you would behave differently on the playground than you might in the NPR than you would in the hallway. So we're going to start with playground, and Ms. Vester is going to run a video in just a moment talking about how it is that we can be safe, respectful, responsible, and kind on the playground.
Citizens, scholars, and friends of KTA, we're going to learn about the expectations at Kyrene Traditional Academy while you're on the playground. KTA Tigers always do their best to be respectful, responsible, safe, and kind. This is what that looks like on the playground. Be respectful. Follow directions from adults who are there to help you. Use please and thank you, and an appropriate outdoor voice level where you can enjoy time with your friends, but still hear an adult or other friend who wants to get your attention. Be responsible. Stay in your playground space. There may be other classes using different areas of the playground at the same time. Be sure to use the area that your duty teacher told you to use. This may be the basketball courts, a play structure, or the field. There are different rules for each area that your teacher will make sure that you know. Please follow the rules for how to use, share, or return the equipment for each of those areas. If you have a problem, always tell a duty teacher who can help. Be safe. Walk when on the playground and equipment and use it as it is intended to be used. Keep your hands and feet to yourself and wait for your turn. Be kind. If someone needs a buddy, be a buddy and say yes to all who want to play. If you have a disagreement, make a good choice for how to solve it. For example, if you and a friend both want to play with the same equipment, but there is only one, you can choose to walk away, talk through the problem respectfully, or use a strategy like rock, paper, scissors to help you come to a solution. Remember to treat others the way you would like to be treated. Thank you for being respectful, responsible, and safe while on the playground.
Wonderful. Thank you for paying such close attention. Oops. Sorry. Technical glitch by Miss Vester there. Thank you for paying close attention to those rules. We have one additional area that we'd like to talk about that is appropriate for kindergarten through 8th grade to pay attention to. We are so lucky that Mr. Shepherd has been flexible with his gym space so that we have an indoor recess option while the weather is hot. So while we're on heat advisories, we have a rotation where everyone, it might be every 3 weeks, has the opportunity to use the gym for recess. So this is a work in progress because this is new, but I want to talk about what that looks like and what we need to remember when we're in that gym space. For our elementary students, here is kind of a map of the gym. You would enter and what areas you can play what in. So that first side of the basketball court can be used for basketball. Nowhere on the gym floor should you be sitting because it's not safe. And then for our elementary students, the other side is split up between Foursquare, where you can use the bouncy balls to still play Foursquare, and then the hula hoops and jump ropes. If you want to sit and chit chat and hang out with your friends, that can be done up on the bleachers. The bleachers, though, cannot be used for any additional games. So you are not running on the bleachers, skipping, goofing around. You walk, you take a seat, and then use that as such. All your teachers are also going to get this information, but I'm going to read through these recess guidelines so that you have these at the forefront of your mind when it's your turn to have indoor recess in the gym. There is no chasing allowed. No games can be played that require chasing. The bleachers are for sitting and chatting, not running, jumping, or throwing equipment. Football, dodgeballs, and soccer are not allowed in the gym. Basketball, jump rope, hula hoop, and Foursquare are. PE equipment is not allowed to be used during recess. So Mr. Shepherd might have PE equipment out and over on the side so that he's prepared for his PE classes. That is not equipment that you can go and take and use during indoor recess. It is so important that you follow all these rules, that you're not disruptive or unsafe, or your duty teachers will ask you to sit out or might call Dr. Lesher and I for extra support. I also want teachers to know that at the end of today's announcements, there's another video specific to outdoor elementary appropriate ways to play at recess. So if you are a middle school teacher, after you do the Tiger Pledge and the Pledge of Allegiance, your announcements are done. Everyone else, there is more to your announcements that you can use at a time that works for your schedule. Dr. Lesher, is there anything I missed that you want to add in there?
Just one reminder about when people are on the bleachers not to be eating any food. So please don't, if you have some lunch that's left over or you're before lunch, please don't open that up. We don't want to get bugs. We don't want to get sticky and messy and all of that. So no food or anything. The only thing you might do is take a sip of a water bottle, but no food or anything like that on the bleachers, just so that we can keep it clean and safe and not buggy.
Great reminder. So our last little bit that we're going to end our Tuesday announcements is a Jump Back Up July Moment of Inspiration quote. And this one is similar to one we did last week, but I think it's so important to take a moment for gratitude because we can all find things to be thankful for. So today, at the end of your day, I want you to find 3 things that you feel hopeful about and write them down. If you take time to write it down, you're more likely to remember them and move forward with that kind of positive affirmation. That's it for today's announcements, friends. Have a great day. Go Tigers!
Go Tigers!
Hello, KTA Tigers. So I am back to talk a little bit a little more in depth about recess games and rules. So the specific things that will happen during outdoor recess. We're going to go through this, and teachers, if you find anything else that we need to add to make this presentation even better, please send it my way. We have recess rules to keep everyone safe. I'm doing this video so that everybody is getting the exact same information about what appropriate playground behavior is, so we can all have fun together. It is your responsibility and our entire school's responsibility to be safe, respectful, responsible, and kind the entire time we are here at KTA, but in this case, specifically out on the playground. One way that you can be respectful, safe, responsible, and kind on the playground is by being a good sport or showing good sportsmanship. If you don't know what sportsmanship is, this is what it might look like. You let everybody join in. You are inclusive. You let everyone have a turn. You have a plan to have fun, so you are kind to one another. If you win, you're positive. You maybe give a little cheer, but you're not rude about the fact that you won. And if you lose the game, you're a good sport. You're like, oh man, that was a bummer. But that's it. You don't complain. You don't throw a fit about it. A respectful student picks up the playground equipment after they use it. If you see balls on the ground, even if you weren't the one who used it, you can help by picking it up and putting it away after recess. You are also respectful by helping us keep the area clean. If you see trash on the ground, please help us by picking it up. I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. Include all, or have a way that you can include all. Maybe if something like Foursquare, if only 4 people can play at a time, have a lineup spot so that everybody can have a turn. Everyone can be included. If there's an argument, which there will be arguments sometimes, follow this method. Walk, talk, rock. So you can walk away. You can talk it through. I feel this way. Here's why I'm frustrated. Or rock. Try rock, paper, scissors. If you can't come to an agreement between the two of you, that will help have a winner and someone to go second. Our equipment is pulled out on these big carts at the start of recess. Please return everything to those carts at the end of recess. If you are on the sand area or playground equipment, it is incredibly important that you don't throw sand and do not put sand on purpose on top of the equipment because it makes the equipment unsafe. Slides are meant to go down, not up. We don't climb up the slide, and you don't run on the equipment. No tag games or chasing is allowed anywhere when you're out at recess. So not on the sand, not on the field, not on the play structures. One play structure is not put on here, and that's what previously was known as the preschool play structure. So we do have 3 play structures, and depending on if you are on an A, B, or C week will depend which structure you're on, and your teachers will communicate that with you before going out on Monday. And then the rest of the week, you'll be on that same play area the entire time. There is 1 person per swing. You cannot go on a swing with a buddy. Please wait off to the side so that you're not hit. You are able to count to 100 and then trade to get a spot. If there is an open swing, you should use the open swing. You shouldn't be counting on a friend on another swing if there's a free swing available. Last but not least, for swings, please do not jump off the swings. If you are on the basketball court, you cannot have more than 3 students shooting at the same basket. That way, no one will get hurt. If you are playing cement games out on the field, you can play Foursquare, jump rope, hoops, and wand balls, and hopscotch. No running on the cement. The same goes as everywhere else. Here are your Foursquare rules. I'm going to ask teachers to please review these Foursquare rules before I move on. Here are the jump rope game rules. Teachers, if you could please review these rules in your classroom. Any equipment that you're using, whether it's the balls, jump ropes, please let me know if those are coming, if we are getting low or if they need to be fixed and switched out. Out on the field, you're able to play soccer. You are allowed to dribble, trap, and pass soccer balls, and there should only be one goalie per box. There is no pushing, hitting, or slide tackling allowed to get the ball away when playing soccer. Please keep all these rules in mind and have fun out at recess. Thanks, Tigers.